broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
I love this song. I don't know about you, girl, but you picked a good one.
This is my favorite T-Swizzle song.
Hello, everybody. We are here doing another special edition of AfterBuzz TV's Spotlight On series with actress and one of the stars of McFarland USA, Chealsea Rendon. Welcome,
yes.
Chealsea. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm having a great day, and I'm really happy to be here.
Good, good. I'm so happy you are here. I mean, a lot of success with McFarland USA, and you've been doing, I know, a lot of press for it, so I appreciate you coming in and taking the time.
Of course. Yeah, I'm really happy. The movie has just been amazing, and everybody's been loving it, so we're just so happy and so excited.
I mean, it's a Kevin Costner sports movie. Like, come on, guys. You don't get much better than that.
Yeah, you really don't get much better than that. It was so amazing. And then it's Disney. Like, I remember the first time I watched it, when we had the screening at Disney and the little Disney thing came on, I started crying. And I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, okay, stop. The movie hasn't started yet. Don't cry yet. But it was just one of those, like, you know, you see all these Disney movies as a kid, and you always, you wish and you hope, and then, like, it happens. So it was just like, ah.
So let's talk about that. I mean, you've been acting for a long time now, I would say.
Yes, I started when I was 6.
Wow,
yeah.
and on ER, right? Was that
well,
like
actually,
kind of your first?
That was one of my first projects, but my first real, like, gig was a commercial. And that was a fun experience because I was supposed to play, like, handicap. So I'm, like, supposed to be swimming in a pool with just my arms and keeping my legs straight. And it was in Spanish. So it was for an attorney, and the attorney kept saying the words wrong. He's like, todo para los niños. And then I was like, it's todo para los niños. And I said it like 3 times during the take, so they had to have my mom come and be like, Chealsea, don't correct him, just let him do it. And I was like, oh, well, it's because he was saying it wrong. And then so that was my first, like, experience. And then my first actual project was a feature film called No Turning Back. And I played the lead. And so it was kind of, I jumped into this and went crazy. 0 to 60, yeah.
In like 2 seconds. So, I mean, were you always kind of like wanting to kind of be a performer and stuff? Was that always in you, or were you kind of the shy girl who then turns it on when you get put on screen?
I was never the shy one. I was the monkey jumping up and down on everything. One of the main reasons why my mom finally decided for me to start was one summer, we always took trips to like Laguna Beach and to Vegas. We went to Hertz Castle. And that particular year, we were at Hertz Castle. And so someone told my mom, like, you know, she seems like she should, like, be in the business of some sort, you know? And then literally a couple weeks later, we were in Vegas with my family. And we're walking down the hallway in the casino in, like, Circus. And then I faint. Like, faint?
Oh, you faint?
Not really faint.
I was like, were you okay?
No, so I, like, faint, and, like, my family's freaking out, and then they're starting to try to call security. My mom's like, Chealsea, get up. Like, she knew I was faking it. So she's like, Chealsea, get up. Chealsea, they're calling security. Get up. And then finally I'm like, what happened? Where am I? And I played it off, so she's like, all right, I think it's time we look into it. And then that's when we finally, like, looked into it.
Give you some type of artistic outlet.
Yeah, I was always a crazy kid. We would always, like, sing songs, like the Selena songs, like when the Selena movie came out with Jennifer Lopez.
I love that movie so
to
much.
this day,
I have the soundtrack still in my car.
Oh, man. So me and my sister would, like, sing on the vacuums and stuff. And, like, I was just crazy. I was just a crazy, outgoing character of a person.
So you kind of like fell into it very quickly. How has kind of the ride been since you've gotten into the industry?
It's been amazing and it's been crazy. I've been lucky that I was actually able to go to public school my entire life, and I graduated from a regular high school. So I was able to do, like, my acting, but it never took me away from my life. I was able to grow up as a normal kid.
That's awesome.
And, you know, play on the skateboards and be running around with the scooters and stuff. So it was really fun being able to grow up in that environment. And then you grow up faster, you know? Like, I remember I had one little diva moment on the set of No Turning Back. I wanted to sit in the director's chair that's, like, for the cast. But like, you know that they have like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But so for some reason, everybody was sitting down. And so I went up to someone and I was like, can you move because I want to sit down? And my mom pulled me away and she's like, if you ever do that again, we're done. So I had my one little diva moment at 7 and I was good. So I've been, it was really funny to like just experience everything as a kid. And I was able to go to Spain for like 2 weeks with the movie No Turning Back. It had a big release out there into all the festivals and stuff.
That's amazing. And you were 7 at the time? Or?
Well, when the movie came out, I was 9.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, what an experience as a kid. But your family definitely then kept you grounded.
Oh yeah, my mom.
Still today, do you think?
Still today, my mom would be like, "Hey, don't do anything crazy." But no, she's the reason why I am the way I am and everything that I am. So she's always kept, she raised me right.
That's awesome. So when you book this role with McFarlane USA, obviously Disney, I know I would freak out too. I would probably have the same reaction when you see the, you know, crying and stuff. I mean, what was the reaction like with your friends and family?
Well, my first reaction was I cried. It was just a crazy emotional thing. I'm really good friends with Carlos Prats. So I knew he was attached and he was actually saying, there's this part for you, like you gotta get in there. So when the audition process finally happened, I was like, oh my God, I'm waiting. I was like, And then so on the day that I got the call, I literally just like cried. And I was just so happy and so excited and just so, there was no words. I was literally just like screaming at the top of my lungs. It was just such an amazing feeling to not only be a part of a project like a true story like this, then it's a Disney film, then it's with Kevin Costner, and then it's with the best friend of mine. So it was just so many things that made it so much more than I could have ever thought it could have been.
And how long ago did you guys shoot this?
We shot this, we finished shooting last December.
Okay.
Not this past one, but the one before that.
Oh, wow. So it's been a long time coming before it came out.
Yeah. We finished, my last day was December 2nd.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you have any fun stories from when you were on set? What was set like of a Disney movie with Kevin Costner?
It was actually really fun. Like, all the runners got along really well. Like, we all had a really great time. Kevin was really just down to earth and fun. He would be playing. I remember one day we had a night shoot during the quinceañera scene when they have like the ambulance and stuff. We're just in the little market and his like little band came out and they were like just playing the guitars and singing for us and we're just like, wow, like this is awesome. So it was just a really fun set. Everybody was really fun to hang out with, and when we were up in McFarlane, it was just so much fun and like hanging out.
I was gonna say, you actually filmed this where a lot of this actually happened. I mean, was that kind of just a different experience in itself, just being in the same locations that the story actually took place? Yeah,
it was also my first time filming like on location. Everything I filmed has been in LA, so I just drive from home, or my mom took me when I was younger. So it was a fun experience to actually be at a hotel and to be with all the cast and know you wake up and you go to set and like it was just a fun experience. But it was just so amazing. Like the whole community was out there. Like it was 2:00 in the morning and there was still a crowd of people watching us.
That's so cool.
So it was just amazing, and it's such a beautiful story.
Now, tell me a little bit about your character, because were you based on an actual person, or were you?
From what I know of, yes.
Okay.
From what I remember, because it was a long time ago when we had this first conversation. But yeah, my character is the daughter of the market owner, and my character befriends Morgan Saylor's character Julie, and so I kind of keep her out of trouble and stuff. And
you're the good girl.
Yes, I'm the good girl. I remember I was like, yes, I love to play the good girl, And so me and her get really close, and then my family is a family that kind of shows Kevin what our community is all about. Like in the first scene, he thinks it's like kind of cholo because of the lowriders, but it's like, no, it's not. It's just a group, like, you know? And so I just love my character because she's just very loving and supportive. Like, she's supportive of all the guys, and that's why she's with the car wash and Tamale Seo, which actually the car wash scene was a really fun day to shoot. I messed up. And I felt so bad because it was the first time that's ever happened to me. So we were miming just to like, okay, rehearsal, you know? But I didn't hear them say, okay, we're going for it. So I was still miming like a loser, like, ooh, like literally like, this is the car and I'm like over here. And so the AD comes up to me. She's like, Chealsea, what are you doing? Like, we can't use that. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were going for it. Oh my God. And I felt so embarrassed. And then all the other guys start laughing at me. And I'm like, you guys are mean. But that was definitely a fun day. We were like wetting each other with the hose. And it was really fun.
That's awesome. That sounds like so much fun. I mean, whenever you're on location, I know it does just kind of feel like a family when you're out
definitely.
There. How long were you guys on location shooting?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like summer camp, right?
Yeah, it's like summer camp. So it was really fun, and yeah, it was just awesome. And we actually were out there for Halloween, so we got to have like a little Halloween party when we finished filming.
So, and I know another kind of amazing thing about this movie, particularly, is I feel like it's a great representation of the Hispanic culture and these families, and you don't see that a lot on TV and in movies today. What was it like, kind of being a part of a film like that?
It was amazing, and I honestly feel like it's all of Nikki, because she was very like, okay, so what would you guys do in this instance and this and that? Like, so when the quinceañera scene was happening, she was talking to me a lot. I was like, I still have my quinceañera dress in my closet. I'm never getting rid of it. Like,
you need to wear it on a red carpet.
It totally could work. It's like a princess gown. So she was like, okay, what would you do? And so like we're all like communicating with her and giving her advice. Okay, maybe this and maybe that. So she was just so amazing, and she just listened to everything that we were saying and took it in, and you know, it's what made it so amazing. I think so. I owe it a lot to her, and then just the Latino culture is so beautiful, and it's all about family and love, you know? And so there's all these other things that are part of it too, but it's not the main part.
Yeah.
And so that's why this film shows that, and it's just so beautiful. It's like, hey, we're a bunch of little Latinos.
Have you gotten a good response from the Latino community about kind of how everybody was represented? And
yeah, I think so. I think a lot of people love it. You know, of course, there's always going to be the negative things. There's always that, but I think probably 95% of the reviews and everybody talking about it has been positive.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, so it's amazing.
So what do you have coming up? I mean, obviously McFarlane just came out last weekend, correct?
Yes.
So that's kind of like, you know, that'll be out in theaters probably for what, the next like 2 months or so, I would say?
Hopefully.
You guys make sure you check out McFarlane USA.
Go watch it.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
I mean, talk about a feel-good sports film, family film. Anybody can see it and enjoy it and fall in love with these characters and the story, which is a true story.
Yep.
So what do you have coming up?
Well, right now I'm actually filming my first horror film, which I'm it's been amazing. Literally the day after the premiere is when we started filming.
You were telling me that on the carpet that you were going to start shooting that.
I didn't know what to expect, and it's just been a crazy roller coaster ride. It's been amazing. And then I'm also an associate producer on it, so it's seeing things from a different aspect, like, okay, what's this time, da-da-da-da-da. Like, there's so many things that go into the project, and it's my first time really seeing that. I'm used to just going to set, okay, I'm done, okay, bye. But there's, like, so much that goes into it. And so I'm really excited for that. It's called Murder in the Woods, which I'm not sure if that's going to be
that's like the working title right now.
Title.
Murder in the Woods.
Yeah.
Are you the good girl again, or are you?
I'm actually very much like me. The writer and the producer Yelena de Leon wrote the character for me, because we've been friends for like 5 years.
Yeah.
She played my mom in the film A Better Life that I did back in 2011 that was nominated for the Oscar. So my character's name is Chealsea. Like she just wrote it that way, and we're gonna change it, but she's like, nah, let's just leave it. And I was like, okay, cool. So she wrote it for me, so it's very much me, just fun, you know, kind of crazy and loud, and then also aggressive and strong. So I really love the character, and it's just amazing to be a part of a project that is a pretty much Latino cast, and it has nothing to do with gangs, it has nothing to do with the hood or anything like that. It's just a group of friends going to a cabin to celebrate my birthday, and things start happening. And
do you get to do some cool kind of stunts or?
Yes, I am so bruised up because of all the stunts I've been doing. There's been just so many crazy things, and like I literally am so bruised, like, and I bruise really easily. So instead of like getting it that small, it's like this big, and it's just like I have to put like they tell me to put what is that thing?
Arnica.
Yes. They were telling me to put that.
I bruise easy too.
Yeah, they were telling me to put that, and I keep forgetting. And it's like I get a new bruise. I have like a scratch right here.
Oh my gosh!
From a scene where they're like pulling me and stuff. So it's been crazy, but it's also been very fun. Because like I said, it's my first horror film. Yeah. So that's amazing. And then to be working with Yelena, who's an amazing writer, amazing person in general. And then director Luis Iga is amazing as well. So I've known him for many years as well. So it's just an amazing experience, and being able to get to work on set with a couple people that are friends of mine, you know,
That's
it's just
awesome.
And then Danny Trejo's in it. does a little cameo. So that's
you guys.
Machete.
So when do you think it's coming out? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I know that they're slating to do another project in the summer, so I'm guessing it should be coming out hopefully the beginning of next year if everything works out.
We'll have to let us know when it does come out and
Yeah.
get you in here again, and maybe you can spill some more secrets.
Ooh, I can't say the secrets. I'll get in trouble.
Not yet. Not yet.
She was like, don't give away who's this or who's that. Like, they even told us, like, we can't post any pictures that shows anybody who's what and this and that. Like, we can show the set and us, but we can't show if we're bloody or if this or if that or who's what.
Well, I don't want to get you in trouble, so maybe I should stop digging.
Yeah. But, yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. And then I wrapped that on the 1st. And then I have an offer right now to work on my friend of mine's project, Douglas Spain. And so that hopefully is going to be working out, which I'll be starting probably on the 6th. So I'll be jumping from one project to the other. And I'm just really excited about it because Douglas is a good friend of mine as well. And he's just an amazing guy. And I saw a film that he produced a couple years ago, Mission Park, with a bunch of Latinos. So it was a good film. I really liked it. So I'm just excited to see if we work on this. And then it'd be a funny character.
Oh, good. Yeah.
She's like
we
the
can see
funny,
your comedy
and it's kind of
side.
like a Grease. It reminds me of like the Outsider sort of feel, like because it's like Greaser sort of thing.
Okay.
So I really like that
Sandy?
too. No, I'm not
Okay.
Sandy. No. No, but it gives me that sort of feel, which I really like because I would love to be kind of like dressed up that way and stuff and be the fun kind of crazy friend.
That is fun. I'm sorry. So you have that coming out. So, I mean, you've done a lot of movies and television, and it seems like you've really been focusing on film recently. Do you want to go back to television? Is that a direction you would ever want to go?
No, my dream since I was 6 was to win an Oscar. That's been my thing.
Get it, girl.
That's always been my thing, and but I would also love to do TV just because then you get to be the same character and you get to be with the character throughout it more, so you get to find the character more. Like in a film, you got like 3 months or 6 months and then you're kind of done.
Absolutely.
And then it's like move on, which I love as well because you get to play different characters. But I would love to be on TV. There's so many shows out there that are amazing right now, so.
Absolutely. Do you have a dream person to work with?
Oh, that's hard. Well, no, actually, no, that's kind of easy. I would love to work with Jennifer Lopez because she's the reason why I started acting with Selena. So, it would be amazing to work with her.
And that girl, I mean, did you see her at the Oscars? Like,
wow.
Work.
She can do nothing wrong.
She can't. She hasn't aged for 20 years either.
She hasn't.
Like J-Lo.
It's insane.
So
but that's also being Latina. They got good genes.
You're gonna look 15 for the rest of your life, so. Awesome. Well, I know it also says on your Facebook fan page that you direct.
Well, actually, no.
No, you don't. Okay.
I don't. The only thing is on your Facebook fan page, you could put either actor, director, or other stuff. So it's just like a slash.
Yeah.
That's the only category you could go in. But I definitely would love to, like, especially now putting my producer hat on and seeing how that is.
Yeah.
I would definitely love to direct. Like, I would just be like, because I could be bossy, and I'm very bossy.
You're very bossy.
So I could be like, hey, look this way, and then look that way. And then they'd have to listen because I was the director.
Do you have a dream director to work with?
Oh, man, now that's hard. That is really hard. There's just so many amazing films and so many, wow, that's crazy.
There are a lot out right now.
Yeah, everything's just been, I don't know.
What about genre that you might want to work in?
I want to try to go more into comedy because I've always been dramatic. Like, either my mom dies, my dad dies, my brother died. Like, I died for the first time like 2 years ago on an episode of Rizzoli and Isles. So I cry a lot. And I'm very like, meh.
You must be a really pretty crier. I'm like an ugly crier.
You're like,
I am. They're like, oh my God, get that girl. Do not do a close-up of that girl's face right now.
No, yeah, but it's just, I don't know, my drama's always been my strong point. So I really would want to try to touch a little bit on the comedic stuff. That's why with this movie Badsville with my friend Douglas, it's like kind of the comedic character. So I'm like, So I'm really excited for that. So I want to touch more on that. But I love the drama because I love the intensity. Like, I did one of the most intense scenes I've ever done on Murder in the Woods like a week ago. And I literally left the set like, oh my God, like, wow. Like, I'm so
It was like
proud
the
of myself.
adrenaline was still in you. And
Yeah,
you just, like,
it was just
endorphins and stuff. It's like a workout.
Yeah, like I was crying in the scene, and it took me like 2 minutes after we cut to stop crying. Like, I was like sobbing.
That's a sign of an amazing actress, you guys.
Oh, thank you. No, yeah, it was really intense, and I just remember like leaving that day like, damn, that was amazing. Like, man, I feel really proud of myself. Like, it was amazing. So I love drama. I love everything.
I'm just so glad that you're working, because I feel like you're such a great role model for young girls, for Latinas. I mean, you're a really amazing person. I've only met you twice, and you have this light about you, so it's fun.
Well, I'm all about positivity. You know, things happen, and you gotta just use the bad stuff and make you stronger, and then just have a positive outlook on life.
So, I mean, would that be your biggest kind of word of advice to anybody who kind of wants to go into this industry like you did when you were young?
I always say, si se puede. I've been saying that since I was 6 or 7. And then it came out and Gotta Kick It Up. And then they took credit for it. But I said it first, I think. But it's just, you can't give up. You got to go for it. Like, I came from a single-parent home in Montebello, which is, like, right next to East LA. And I'm able to act in movies and TV and follow my dream and live out my dreams. So it's like, I feel like as long as you push and you never give up, you can do it.
Yeah.
Whether it's to be a doctor or a lawyer or director, anything.
You can do anything.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Chealsea, for coming in and talking with us today.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm so excited to see where your career goes, because I know you'll be up there accepting an Oscar soon enough. So
oh, yeah.
You got it, girl. So where can we follow you on social media and stuff?
I am very simple. Everything is just Chealsea Rendon. So it's just my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook. And I don't add people I don't know on my private page. And that's actually caused some problems. I got a really crazy person the other day.
Don't be crazy.
Don't be crazy, people.
Just follow her fan page, okay?
If people don't accept you, it's not because they don't like you. It's just they don't know you. And crazy things happen sometimes. So you just want to be
careful.
safe.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's all just Chealsea Rendon. And, people could keep up with me on my fan page and stuff. People message me on my fan page, and I write them back all the time.
That's awesome. So you guys, you can get in touch with her without being her personal friend on Facebook. Stop the hating. Well, thanks again, Chealsea. I really, si se puede.
Si se puede.
Si se puede. And you guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Keetin Marchi, as well as Facebook. I forgot about that. But thanks again, Chealsea. Make sure you check out McFarland USA in theaters now.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Si se puede!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.